Today I'm going to show you how to do the invisible join. Right now you can see that I have all 4 squares joined and you can't really see the yarn works in between, but the corners are joined really nice. I just really like the way that this looks. So what I have here is I start this particular granny square. I just did 2 chains in the corner. So that's why you just see this 1 stitch here. I'm going to go through in between the chains. This is the normal chains that you work with. I'm going in between and I'm pulling up using my yarn needle and yarn. I'm pulling up a good length of yarn, making sure I have enough to weave in later. Now I'm going to have wrong sides together, and I'm going to take a look at my same corner, same stitch on the red, go through the same way on the red. Okay, and at first I don't have it very tight, but after a little bit I just go through the center. There's like a little part of a stitch you can see here I pick up. After a little bit I'm going to tighten it, but for now I'm just going to continue working this whole area here in the center of the crochet, and I just continue to hold them together and work my way across. Here's the next one. And then when I get just a few stitches done, I give it a little pull, and you can see how this tightens right up. And then what I kind of do is I'm working along just to make sure that my stitches are lining up. I make sure that I'm holding the center, and then there's like a center hole here. I just stick my fingers in there and it really helps it line up nice. And I continue along the entire way, pulling as I go, to make sure that it's tight. And I'm going to do this all the way to the end. I'm making my very last stitch. You can see I'm going right to the middle stitch here. Now what I'm going to do, because it's time to join the next one, if you take a look, whoops, sorry, got to make sure I have this in the middle here. I'm going also through that last stitch in both of these squares that I'm attaching it to. That's very important to make sure that we line everything up and it all comes square. Here's my next piece I'm going to add. My next color is the tan. So now I'm going to go through that same stitch in the tan, and I have wrong sides together. And sometimes it doesn't look like it's going to align very well in the corner, but as soon as you have the next piece going this way, as soon as we sew the tan thread on, or the yarn, I'll be using tan to sew the next L shape. It'll really start to come together. So now I'm going to go right through the white here, and then I'm going to go through the tan. I usually work like in an L shape as I'm bringing this together, so that we kind of use the colors that you've joined together. Now, see how I tighten that right up? And you just continue working this all the way down the edge, the same way I just did. And you can see the white that I had joined before. And of course, again, this is how it looks the entire thing. And I'll have a pattern for the whole afghan here as soon as I'm done. But this is how you do the invisible join, and then how you really get some nice looking corner squares as well. I just think it gives it a really nice finish.